What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
Take questions for Coach. Front left.
Hey, Bruce, just talk about the plays Marcus Johansson made, in those first two goals.
Well, the goal, he got to the net for a second chance. We didn't feel earlier in our power play we generated enough action at the net. So clearly good play from Kretsch to Marsh, win a puck. And he's our net front guy. We like him on the goal line too, making plays. But, sometimes you just got to be taking away the goalie's eyes or getting ready for a rebound. He did a good job there, paid the price. The first one to Kampfer, wins the puck out of our zone. Good stick, good acceleration, and then has the composure to make a play. Not too often with Carolina can you go back. They reload well. Maybe they over-back check looking back on it, but we found the open guy. There's certainly pockets there you can find, but he made a hell of a play. He sees the ice well. In space, he can do that. And he's a good player for us tonight.
Front right.
Bruce, Brad Marchand loves to get in the middle of everything. Yeah, here he is pulling Clifton back rather, early in the third to give you guys that power play after the stall hit. What did that tell you about his situational awareness at the moment?
Yeah, he's turning over a new leaf, Marshy? Well, listen, he's been in these games, big games, the Stanley Cup champion, so he understands maybe a little more than meets the eye sometimes, that there's a time and a place and you really got to be disciplined. I mean, you got to be disciplined all the times, but there's certainly other times you really got to put yourself in check. So it was great for him to do that. It helped us, right? We had the early penalties, so we started to get frustrated. We saw that with Corrali's penalty, and then we kind of settled in and realized, that tough is winning puck battles. Toughness is going to the front of the net. Toughness is blocking shots. It's not how you react in a scrum. So we figured it out eventually, and they took some, and good for Brad. We've put an A on his shirt at times this year for a reason, and I'm glad to see that he made that decision tonight with the younger guy.
Fluto, left side.
Bruce, that's a difficult assignment for Torrey and Brandon against the Aho line, especially with compromised defense. How did they do 5-on-5 in terms of limiting that line's chances?
I thought we were pretty good. I think we had the analytics will dictate it, I guess, and I thought we might have had a slight edge in general. I don't remember them making a lot of plays that line. I know there was a stretch in the third there, I want to say, 4 minutes, something like that. They had some pressure on us. They might have had an off-net chance, but and then one from the slot, obviously scored the goal. They got open, but I thought they did a very good job on it. I think it's a good matchup for Brandon. He's long, he can skate, so those, the taller left winger he can handle, or he can get the smaller guys. And Torrey's done it all playoffs. He's done a real good job for us. Played truly in the number 4 hole, the second pair, so he's usually seeing a really good line. So good for them. We needed it. Obviously missing Charlie. Is going to create some extra opportunity. Hopefully the guys dig in. We saw that with Camper. Gets the first goal for us. I thought Clifton, like I said, drawing penalties was physical. He hit Stahl early, and I think that was the reaction from, he wanted to, pay someone back, and unfortunately got, I guess, from behind Wagner. So good for Cliffy. I mean, he can be a physical guy, and did a good job for us too. So, but getting back to your question, yeah, Krug and Carlo. But it doesn't surprise me, Fluto. You've watched it. They've done it all playoffs. They've been solid.
Right up front.
Was you able to see from your angle Jake DeBrusque down on one knee and getting up and getting that puck out?
I only saw it after. I don't know if he took it right in the schnoz or what, the original one coming around the boards, but hit him in the chest, whatever. But we were aware that they were taking away, if you watch their Ds cheating to go behind the net, they were taking away how we relieve pressure. So we talked about, hey, maybe let's just get it right to the front of the net and see if we can battle it there. So he made a great play from his knees. Is that the power play goal you're talking about?
Yeah.
Bergie's, yeah. So it was, good awareness by him. I think it was a good adjustment by us and a great finish by Bergie.
So what did you see? Did you see the puck coming out, but not necessarily?
I just saw a puck coming to the front of the net and Bergie shooting it in, and everyone, a lot of noise. Like I said, for me, it's a lot of noise. If it's for us, I'm happy. If it's for them, I'm pissed. That's just the way it works, I think. And then you dig in and watch the replay and see if there's anything going on.
Thank you.
Front right.
Hey, Bruce. the power play, you don't score on that first one. What are they doing to not get so frustrated and not sort of let it snowball when they get?
Well,
to
I think
the
it
next power
did a
plays?
little bit, to be honest with you. We did get frustrated. We didn't get in. You know, we have to make some adjustment there. We talked about different things you can do until you live it. Makes it difficult. So, but at the end of the day, they're an experienced group. They know that we need them at that particular point. The power play was what was required. You know, because they took a few penalties. So it might be the penalty kill on Sunday that needs the big kill. So I think our group's been pretty good at identifying, you know, the key times of games throughout this playoffs when we got to step up, and that was one of them. It's a big goal for us, both of them, really. Changed the complex of the game, so good for them.
How much, obviously a different mindset coming in the third after a rough second period, does that help sort of translate into a better man advantage?
Well, I think so, right? Because no one's real happy after the second. And then, you know, we talk about it internally. I'm not going to tell you everything that was said, but we're not real happy about our second period. It's been a bit of an issue for us. So, you know, the guys, you know, they know they got to dig in. It's just the way it is. And it's not magical. It's usually you got to outwill the guy on the puck. Like you take their second goal. We lost 4 puck battles continuously on the way up the ice. They won 4, let's put it that way. So we had to do more of that. We did. On those goals, we won some pucks. JoJo won one in front, and Jake makes a great play. And Bergie finds one and wins it in front. And, you know, that's the way it goes after that. I thought we did a good job in that area.
Time for 2 more for Coach. Matt in the far left.
What Steve Kampfer getting a goal that quickly do kind of for everybody's confidence in him and just kind of the team's energy as a whole?
Well, it's good more for the group, I think. I mean, obviously the individual's happy, don't get me wrong, but the whole bench, the way our team is constructed and the way those guys want to play for one another, I think it means just as much to the rest of the guys to see, hey, this guy hasn't played in a while, he's ready, he's on time, he catches a pass, he doesn't, you know, he's not flustered, he zips it in a good spot. So it just tells you that, you know, the preparation, the maturity of Steve too, to be able to jump into that spot, not get flustered. But I think it means just as much, like I said, for the group to know that the next man up. I mean, the expression around Boston's been here for a while, and we're certainly buying into it.
Last one for Coach on the left side.
Coach, Chris Wagner talked about being more comfortable with the puck on his stick, and obviously the last goal was an example of that. Can you talk about how that's been fostered throughout the season?
Well, Chris found his rhythm offensively second half of the year, and you know I think he had a career year of goals-wise. So clearly that has something to do with confidence, something to do with playing time, maybe his line mates. But this playoff, he hasn't been quite as comfortable. But tonight, I think he had 5 or 6, 7 shots. He's played now consecutive games, so part of that's on the staff, me, to make sure that you know you're building his confidence, and you know most players need that a little trust of the staff. So he's earned that now. We just made different decisions as we went along. You know, that's our right, but I think for him now to find that secondary scoring, it's been a big part of our success here in the playoffs. It hasn't been one line or a shutout. You know, it started with, we've seen it with his line mates. Nordy, Corrali have done it. You know, Johansson, Coyle early. So, you know, the more you get from there, Kampfer tonight, Wagner, like it's going to lead to success generally. And all the stories of previous teams that win, they look back, and it's usually there is some level of secondary scoring, and we're getting it.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.